Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome to this session, which is all about nurturing your inner child. And I want to start today by explaining the significance of childhood. So why does it all come back to childhood? Well, your younger years are very much when your brain is still in development. And actually, your brain continues to develop until you're 25 years old. So your prefrontal cortex, your brain's ability to self-regulate your emotions, isn't fully developed until you're 25 years old. That's a lot longer than what most people think. And it's during this significant time in brain development that things can really impact you. Because quite often we're not able to really process and understand that things that might challenge us during those early years. So during your childhood, and when your brain is still very much in development, it's when your nervous system is learning to adapt to stress and the world around you. It's when you are really, your inner belief system is created. So your positive beliefs and of course your limiting beliefs. It's where our anxieties come from, our fears, our phobias. So to put it really simply, your childhood forms the foundation of your mental health. It's this significant time in brain development that basically creates a blueprint for who you believe you are and how you see the world around you. And that's why so much of who we are today and how we're feeling today has core roots that go back to your younger years. So your inner child is a part of you that for whatever reason, when you were younger, maybe didn't have your needs met. It lives on in your subconscious, and it's been picking up messages since way before you were able to even truly understand what was going on. Quite often when we're having a big emotional response to something in the present moment, it's our inner child that's being triggered. And I'll share a couple of quick examples for you. So let's say you have a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and they are really happy, completely in love, and they've planned a date night for Thursday night. But then last minute, the boyfriend has to cancel because something from work has come up. It's not something that he wants to do, but he has to cancel. And the girlfriend feels flooded with emotion. She can't stop crying. She feels kind of maybe really rejected. A limiting belief of I'm not good enough is coming up. And then she really reacts with anger. They have a huge blazing row that lasts for days. But what's really happening in this moment is her inner child is feeling abandoned. And that's because when she was a little girl, her dad would often cancel things last minute. And when he did, she had this kind of low level anxiety, and it really triggered a limiting belief of, I'm not good enough. Belief of, I'm not good enough. And so then when she's reacting with that anger to that boyfriend, she's getting really angry at him, but really she's getting really angry at her dad. And I think that's quite a good example of how we react to the present moment because of our past. And quite often it's our inner child that's running the show. And then I'm going to give you my personal example. So about 10 years ago now, I had complete burnout. And by the time I'd fully burnt out, I was, my physical health had been really impacted. My mental health had completely gone. I was severely anxious. That had led into depression. I was really, really not in a good way. Essentially, burnout is a full nervous breakdown. Luckily, a friend suggested I do something called the Hoffman process, which is an incredible week-long retreat for the mind. I recommend anyone doing it. And you do a lot of inner child work when you're there. And this was transformative for me. I lost my anxiety, I lost my depression. And the most significant thing was I was finally able to grieve for my dad, who I'd lost to suicide when I was only 7 years old. So he killed himself when I was only 7 years old. and I'd suppressed and ignored that trauma my whole life. And that was where my true healing lied. Yes, I was really burning out and I was in a really stressful work situation, but healing my inner child was absolutely transformative. And I now regularly tune in to what my inner child needs, because I know how much healing comes from nurturing that part of who I am. But because they live on in your subconscious, it's not always easy to know when they're being triggered, or, whether they're feeling a certain way. So we really need to slow things down. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to do a little inner child visualization. So I want you to get yourself comfortable. Doesn't matter whether you're sat on a chair or sitting cross-legged, whatever feels right for you. Eyes. I want you to take 3 long audible breaths, and we'll do that together. So that's breathing in through the nose, exhaling out through your mouth for as long as you possibly can. Let's do that together. Breathing in through the nose, letting go through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, letting go through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and letting go through the mouth. And bring your breath to a gentle rise and fall. And you can choose to move your hands now to maybe face with palms up on your lap or palms facing down, whatever feels right for you, or keep them on your body if that feels really nice and nurturing. And with your eyes still remaining closed, I want you to imagine that a ball of calming light is glowing bright above your head. This ball of calming light is slowly going to enter your body. And as it does, it completely calms, completely soothes, and completely protects every single part of your internal world. You are completely safe. You are completely protected. As you imagine that calming ball of light now slowly beginning to enter the top of your head, moving down, cleansing your brain of any worries or negative thoughts that you might be having in this moment. And that calming color goes to your eyes. How do your eyes feel today? And then begins to go to your nose and your nostrils, your cheeks, your ears. And then when that calming color reaches your mouth, I want you to open your jaw ever so slightly, making sure you're not holding any tension in your jaw, your tongue, or your teeth. Then with another deep breath, you send that calming light flowing down your throat. How does your throat feel today? And that calming light begins to fill up your heart center. And then it gently flows down your back, down your arms, to your hands, your fingertips. And then it rests gently inside of your belly. When that calming color reaches your belly, I want you to bring your breath down into your belly. Breathing in, belly goes up. Breathing out, belly goes down. Breathing in, belly goes up. Breathing out, belly goes down. Then that calming ball of light begins to flow down your thighs, over your knees, down your calves, and finally your feet. Softly in your head, I want you to say, thank you, body. Thank you for always being here to guide me. Now I want you to imagine that you are walking into a room. This is a room where you feel completely calm and completely safe. So you take a look around, you notice what you see on the walls, maybe what furniture is around you, what colours or textures you can see. There's a really nice, calming smell in the room. And then at the back of the room, you see a little child. I want you to walk over to them for me. You take slow and mindful steps towards that little child. And then I want you to gently crouch down on their level. And you place a hand on their back, gently reassuring them that you are here for them right now. And the moment you do this, you're able to really connect and see that little child. So I want you to tune in and notice what their hair looks like, their eyes look like, their little body. This little child is you. So what do they look like today? What are they wearing? Maybe you notice how old they are. Really notice all the detail of what your inner child looks like. And then maybe you tune in to what they're doing today. Are they drawing? Are they playing? Are they sitting quietly on their own? What are they doing today? And then I want you to say these words for them. I want you to say, I see you. I hear you. All of your emotions are valid and safe with me. And then I want you to take a deep cleansing breath, breathing in and letting go. And the moment you say these words, that little child completely calms and relaxes in your presence. They are so happy that you've come to see them today. So I want you now to ask them, how are they feeling today? Maybe you gently tune in to how you often felt as a little child. And I want you to just actively listen. So ask them that question and then just listen to what they have to say. How are they feeling today? Are they feeling anxious or scared? Do they feel sad or overwhelmed? Maybe they feel other emotions too. Maybe they feel also calm and happy that you're here. Remember, we can experience two emotions at the same time. How is that little child feeling today? And I want you to tune in to how much nurturing they need today. And see if you can give it a number. So 0 to 10, 0 being they don't need any nurturing. They are feeling, really calm and confident and peaceful. 10 being they really need your attention today. They really need some nurturing. Where would the number be? With no judgment whatsoever. And then I want you to say these words to them. Again, you say, I see you. I hear you. All of your emotions are valid. You are safe with me now. You are never alone. You are good enough. Exactly the way that you are. And the moment you say these words, that little child relaxes and calms, and they are so happy that you've come to see them today. So I want you now to embrace that little child, and maybe you place your arms on your body like this, almost like it's called a butterfly hug. This feels really, really nice. And I want you to take another deep cleansing breath, breathing in and out. And I want you to now say any other words of reassurance and loving kindness, anything else that they might need to hear today. Do they need to hear that they are brave? Do they need to hear that they are beautiful, that they are clever, that they are resilient, that they are strong? What do they need to hear? And I want you to tell them now. And if it feels nice, you can gently squeeze your upper arms like this as you say these words to them. What words of loving kindness do they need to hear from you today? And I want you to take a deep, cleansing breath as you place both hands on your heart center. We'll finish again with 3 audible breaths. So breathing in, letting go, breathing in, letting go, then breathing in and letting go. And slowly lower your palms back down into your lap. Take 3 shoulder rolls for me. You can gently start to open your eyes, becoming present to this moment once again, and then just move your neck. Rolling up, rolling down, doing like a yes, doing a no, just making sure you're not holding tension in the neck. Okay, well done, everybody. That visualization was really helped you to just start that communication with them. Okay, we have to kind of go slowly if we haven't connected to them. God, maybe never. Maybe this is the first time. So you've just taken that time to slow down and tune into how they're really feeling. And now we can do some tapping to really and deeply nurture how they are. Most importantly, make them feel seen, making them feel heard, and validating their emotions, no matter what they're feeling. Remember, no emotion is bad. So gently tapping on the karate chop, I want you to repeat after me. Even though my inner child needs nurturing today, I love and deeply accept myself anyway. And even though that little child maybe didn't have their needs met, that's okay. I'm a human being. And I'm here to remind them that I'm here for them now. And even though my inner child needs some nurturing today, I love my body. I love my mind. Speaking directly to my inner child, I hear you. I see you. All of your emotions are valid. And closing down the eyes, move into the inner eyebrow point and repeat after me. My inner child, outer eyebrow, needs some nurturing today. Underneath the eye, how are they feeling today? Underneath the nose, how did I often feel growing up? Underneath the mouth, my inner child, tapping on the chest, needs some nurturing today. Underneath the arms, so I'm completely open. Tapping on the head, to hearing them right now. Inner eyebrow, how are they feeling today? Outer eyebrow, how did I often feel growing up? Underneath the eye, do they feel scared or alone? Underneath the nose, do they feel stressed or anxious? Underneath the mouth, do they feel abandoned or rejected? And then tapping on the chest, I want you to say out loud how your inner child is feeling. So say out loud, my inner child feels, and then say however you feel. And underneath the arm, once again, say out loud how they're feeling today. So you say, my inner child feels, and say out loud whatever comes to you. And then tapping on the head, say, thank you, inner child. Thank you for guiding me today. All of your emotions are valid. Place your palms facing up, shut down your eyes, take a deep cleansing breath, breathing in, letting go. And just gently tuning in again. You can place your hand on your body if that feels nice, whatever feels right for you. Just taking a moment to check in with your body. How's your body feeling in this moment? And just gently tuning in to your number. How nurtured do they feel in this moment? As you really start to actively listen to them, and most importantly, validate their emotions. And then gently open your eyes. We're going to start another round, and let's make them, now that we've started to validate how they're feeling, let's make them feel really safe. So repeat after me. Even though my inner child still needs nurturing today, I love and deeply accept myself anyway. And even though my inner child needs some nurturing right now, and they may have faced many challenges, I'm so proud of how far they've come. And I'm here to tell them that they are completely safe. And even though some days my inner child is triggered, speaking directly to my inner child, I hear you. I see you. All of your emotions are valid. You are completely safe with me. And then moving to the inner eyebrow point, repeat after me. My inner child, outer eyebrow, faced so many challenges. Underneath the eye, my inner child, underneath the nose, went through so much. Underneath the mouth, I am so proud of how far they've come. Tapping on the chest, speaking directly to my inner child. Underneath the arm, all of your emotions are safe with me. Tapping the head, you don't need to suppress them anymore. Inner eyebrow, it is safe to be yourself. Outer eyebrow, it is safe to be seen. Underneath the eye, it is safe to be heard. Underneath the nose, it is safe to be authentic. Underneath the mouth, you are completely safe with me. Tapping on the chest, you are completely safe with me. Underneath the arm, safe to express all of your emotions. tapping on the head. You are completely safe with me. Then place your palms facing up, shut down your eyes, deep cleansing breath, breathing in and out. And again, just tuning in to your body. How does your body feel in this moment? Again, touching your body in any way that feels right for you. Placing your hand on any part of your body that feels nurturing. And then just gently tuning in to your number. Where would your number be now in this moment? How nurtured do they feel once you really remind them that they are completely safe to express all of their emotions, to be seen, to be heard? They are safe with you. And then gently open your eyes and we'll do one final round. Let's start to really rebuild their confidence once again and give them words of loving kindness that they probably needed to hear when they were younger. Tapping on the karate chop, repeat after me. Even though my inner child still needs some nurturing today, I love and deeply accept myself anyway. And even though that little child didn't have all their needs met, I am reminding them right now that I will never abandon them. And all of their emotions are valid with me. And even though some days I can be triggered, I love my body. I love my mind. Speaking directly to my inner child. You are good enough. Exactly. And moving to the inner eyebrow point, closing down the eyes, repeat after me. Speaking directly to my inner child. Outer eyebrow, you are good enough. Underneath the eye, exactly the way that you are. Underneath the nose, you are loved. Underneath the mouth, you are loving. Tapping on the chest, you are lovable. Underneath the arm, all of your emotions are valid. Tapping on the head, you don't need to be perfect. Inner eyebrow, it's okay to make mistakes. Outer eyebrow, you're not a burden. Underneath the eye, you are special. Underneath the nose, you are clever. Underneath the mouth, you are kind. And tapping on the chest again, I want you to say out loud any words of loving kindness that little child needs to hear today. What words did you need to hear growing up? Underneath the arm, again, say out loud any words of loving kindness that little child needs to hear. Do they need to hear that they are beautiful, that they're talented, that they're incredible? What do they need to hear? And then tapping on the head, repeat after me. You are worthy. And then we're going to finish with some double tapping. So double tapping on the inner eyebrow point. Again, repeat after me. Speaking directly to my inner child. Outer eyebrow, you are enough. Underneath the eye, exactly the way that you are. Underneath the nose, you have always been enough. Underneath the mouth, you are good enough. Tapping on the chest, exactly the way that you are. Underneath the arm, you are enough. Tapping on the head, exactly the way that you are. Place your palms facing up. Take a deep cleansing breath, breathing in and letting go. Again, you might want to hold your body like this. You might want to hug yourself, place your hands on your body, whatever feels right for you, as you gently tune in for the final time to your number. Where would your number be now? And just how nurtured that little child feels. As you really begin to remind them of all the loving kindness that they should have received when they were younger. And most importantly, remind them that you are here for them now and you're never going to leave them. So then when you're ready, I want you to slowly begin to open your eyes, becoming present to this moment once again. Thank you to everyone who just joined in with that round of tapping and that visualization. So anyone that has joined in live and that is watching this as a recording, when you really start to open that communication to your inner child, you start to realize all of the things that they might need. And quite often when you ask them how they're feeling, it's really fascinating what comes up, because you might be feeling maybe a kind of low-level anxiety, not quite sure where it's coming from. Maybe you ask your inner child and they're feeling scared. And maybe you're about to do something and you had no idea, but the inner child is saying, I feel scared right now. You're so welcome. Thank you. A few people are messaging in. So, it's a really lovely practice. So you don't have to do this every day. I think that might be a bit too much, although I tune into my inner child a lot. And in fact, I often, my morning meditation does include my inner child, but I've been doing this for over 10 years. So don't worry if that feels too much to begin with. Take it slow and just find that space to tune into how they're feeling. Because remember, nurturing your inner child and healing them is really the key to kind of true happiness and true well-being. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this session. Goodbye.